This week almost felt like it was back to normal, and I had some items that flipped really quickly. So if you want to see what those items are, stay tuned.
Won't nobody love you the way they should. Won't nobody check up on you, make sure you're good. Won't nobody check those body tremors for your neck.
Hi everyone, my name is Becky Park and I am a part-time reseller on reselling platforms like Poshmark, eBay, Mercari, Facebook Marketplace. Although I will say I am having quite a bit of trouble with Facebook Marketplace right now. I'm stuck in this weird purgatory of like, they want me to confirm my identity, but the address on the identity section is different. I don't know. Yeah. So right now, all of my Facebook Marketplace listings are only showing to people who are local, and it's only like local pickup stuff. So needless to say, I've had like one Facebook Marketplace sale. It's really frustrating. So I have reached out to them. I have gotten a couple emails from them saying that they're working on it, but anyway, I am going to be sharing with you in this video everything that sold for me in the past week. So if that sounds exciting to you, if you like seeing what other resellers are selling, then definitely make sure that you hit that subscribe button if you aren't subscribed already. And if you enjoy what sold videos, hit that like button so I know. I do have a lot of other kinds of videos on my channel as well, including thrift hauls, including tips and tricks videos, lots of different things. So I really appreciate it if you would join our little community by subscribing and just hanging out. So in this video, like I said, I am going to be sharing with you everything that sold for me last week, and it was a pretty decent sales week. I had a few much larger sales, and I also had a lot of things that flipped just really quickly, and that's always really exciting. I did start off pretty slow just because last Monday and Tuesday I was still in the Smoky Mountains and wasn't really, doing any reseller related tasks. I think probably starting, I want to say like the 22nd or 23rd, like on the way home, I started just kind of responding to questions that people may have left me. And on Wednesday, I started listing again. But, if you've been reselling, you know that it kind of takes a while to rebuild your momentum after you've dropped everything. And I feel like I'm still in that rebuilding momentum phase. However, I am going on another trip this coming weekend. And so later on this week, I'll actually have a video for you about what I'm going to do to prepare for that trip this time so that I don't have to just like drop everything, but hopefully I'll still have some listings that get pushed live even while I'm on vacation. And that way I can keep my store and Poshmark closet in a good place rather than just letting them all go down the crapper. So let's start with what sold on Monday, which was June 21st. I only had eBay sales, and it was actually a pretty good eBay day, and then eBay just like died for me. So on Monday, June 21st on eBay, I sold this pair of New With Tags Cool Slate Splash Roll-Up Convertible Athletic Pants in a size 16. These were in kind of like a bluish color, and they sold for my full asking price on eBay of $64.99. I did have $14.99 into those. So after fees and my cost of goods, I made a profit on those pants of $43.48. If you've been watching my channel, you know that I recently purchased a ton of New With Tags Cool pants at a local store. So I purchased some retail arbitrage. And while I did pay more for them than I typically would if I were shopping at, a thrift store or something like that, I still managed to earn north of like $20-$30 per pair of pants, sometimes even $40. So I think it was a pretty good investment, and my amount of profit that I've been making off of each pair of pants has been really good. Like I said, on these I made $43.48, which is amazing. The next thing to sell was this pair of Nike Air Jordan Retro version 1. I think that's what all that means, in a size 11. They were in kind of this red color. I got these for free from a colleague of mine at school. I think her husband used to wear them. She just gives me a bunch of stuff from time to time, and I'll give her stuff from my closet when she likes stuff. And these did have some stains and some marks all over them, but they still sold for my full asking price of $41.99. They were promoted at 1%, and I did have them pay for shipping, although I did have to pay a little extra because they didn't charge quite enough. But I still made a profit of $35.13, and that was pure profit because, like I said, she gave me those for free. The next thing that sold for me was this UV Skins. That was the brand name. And it's this UPF 50 plus sunwear long sleeve dress in a size 3XL. I had picked this up last year around this time when I went sourcing at a local consignment store and they let me shop in bulk and all of my pieces came out to under $1. I didn't list this though until maybe a few weeks ago, and that's because, I was listing all this stuff last summer and I just never got around to listing this dress, and I was like, you know what, I'll just wait till this summer to list it, and I did, and then it sold probably within 2 weeks, and it sold for my full asking price of $34.99 with them paying for shipping. Like I said, I had about 80 cents into it, so I made a profit on that dress of $29.92. Whenever I see dresses or tops or anything like that with that built-in like UPF protection, I will typically pick them up if they're in good condition and a decent brand. Personally, I'd never heard of this UV Skins brand, but because it was a size 3XL and because it was in really great condition, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to try it. Comps were pretty good and it sold really quick for $35. The next thing to sell was this pair of Chico's green Bermuda stretch chino shorts in a size 18, so another item in a bigger size. These sold for my full asking price of $19.99 with the buyer paying shipping. Again, I picked these up at that local consignment store for under $1, so my profit on those shorts was $17.49. And then moving on to Tuesday, which was June 22nd, again, I only had eBay sales and only one at that, and I was really thankful and surprised by this sale. It was by the brand Olivia and Grace, and it was this pink and black color blocked 100% cashmere sweater in a size large. Again, I picked this up at that consignment sale for under $1. I think that I sent it into ThredUp. It didn't sell there. They sent it back to me, which is why I just got around to listing it. I believe I had it listed pretty high because it was 100% cashmere. I want to say around like $60, $70 or something. I got a $40 offer on it and I was like, that sounds good to me, especially because I had less than $1 into it. They paid for shipping. It was promoted at 1%, and I made $36.05 on that sweater, which was really exciting. And then moving on to Wednesday, which was June 23rd, and the first day that we were back from the Smokies. The first thing to sell on Poshmark finally. And you guys, I had like, let's see, a 4 day dry spell on Poshmark. 4 days in a row with 0 sales. And I think it's because, one, I wasn't listing new stuff. I wasn't really active on the app. But also in that span, that's when I had to cancel 3 Poshmark sales because I had already sold those pieces on different platforms. And I think that was Poshmark's way of slapping me on the wrist and being like, that was really bad of you. And it was. It's awful. Like, resellers should not do that. It really kind of puts a bad taste in people's mouths when you have to cancel sales for that reason. So I should have known better, and I'm gonna do better. I feel like I say that all the time, but Poshmark, I think it does hurt you in the algorithm when you have to cancel sales, when you're shipping things out late. You want to just make sure that you're doing your best to be the best reseller possible because Poshmark does take notice. But if you are, kind of stuck between Poshmark and eBay, let's say, and you've sold something on both platforms, you always want to do whatever is going to make and keep eBay happy. And the reason for that is because, Poshmark can kind of punish you a little bit in the algorithm, but eBay can actually get to the point where you make too many mistakes and they suspend your account or they even kick you off of the platform altogether because that's how stringent they are in terms of sellers, doing right by their buyers and whatnot. So if you're in that tough spot where you have to kind of choose between canceling a sale on Poshmark or on eBay, I would say cancel on Poshmark just because although they might slap you on the wrist for a little bit, it's not going to be as bad as what could happen to you on eBay. So like I said, Poshmark kind of iced me out for 4 days, but I made a small, tiny little comeback on Wednesday, June 23rd, and that was with this Adriana Papel black satin pencil skirt in a size 12. This I got an offer on for $15. I had it listed for $25. I just went ahead and accepted it because this was something that I had picked up at that local consignment store for under $1. It had gone to ThredUp. That's what I had sourced it for originally, was to send it into ThredUp. They had accepted it, but it didn't sell over there, so I got it sent back to me. And, I had it listed only for 2 weeks, and I got that offer, and now I was like, you know what? I'm just going to take it because I don't know how many people are looking for such fancy black skirts like this. So I made a profit still on that skirt of $11.20. And like I said, it sold pretty quickly. And then I did actually have one ThredUp sale. These are definitely much rarer to come by for me because most of the stuff that I had sent in like way back in October or something has been sent back to me by this point, but there are just a handful of pieces that they still have. This was an Eileen Fisher coral colored linen blend cardigan in a size small petite. I don't know exactly how much it sold for on ThredUp, but my payout was $27 and I had about $5 into it, so I made a profit on that cardigan of $22. Moving on to Thursday, which was June 24th, I had a full price sale on Poshmark, and it was this pair of, I don't know if it's Abella or Abaya, but it was these red Diorce comfort sateen heels in a size 7. They sold for $20, which was my full asking price, and I had $6 into them because they came to me in a ThredUp shoe rescue box from quite a while ago. So I only ended up making a profit on those shoes of $10, and they took 55 days to sell. And then over on Facebook Marketplace, I had my one sale. It was a local pickup. I had posted in like this local Facebook group, and that is one tip I have when it comes to selling on Facebook Marketplace. If you can join a bunch of groups that sell the kinds of things that you carry a lot of, that's a really great way to get your item in front of more eyes. But also if you have local to you groups, like for example, we have like a mom swap group in my town. If you have things that people in that group would be interested in, I would say share your listings to those groups. And so I had shared this listing. It was this 7 for All Mankind cold shoulder linen blend top in a size extra large for girls. And I had listed it for $15 over there. This was something that I got for free from a friend at church. Someone messaged me from that mom swap group and she said, what about 12? And I said, absolutely. She came and picked it up. She Venmo'd me beforehand. And so I made a $12 profit on that top. And I only had that thing listed for a handful of days. So that I think was a really great sale. But I wish my Facebook Marketplace would get fixed so that I could also, make sales to people who don't live in my town that I could ship out, because that would be wonderful. That's more sales. Moving on to Friday, this is when finally Poshmark was like, look, we forgive you. There's no bad blood between us anymore. And I had a great sales day. And the main reason for it was because of the fact that it was closet clear out and I had a lot of people to send my closet clear out message to. And if you're interested in how I personally utilize closet clear out, I will leave a video for you here, I don't know, in one of those spots. And that's where I do a deep dive into how I utilize closet clear out to make as many sales as possible. So one of the first things to sell was this dress by the brand And Other Stories. This is a brand that is sometimes sold through ASOS. It's sold through a few other stores as well. It's not like an upscale brand or anything, but I think they make really trendy clothing at affordable prices. And I think it's more of a UK brand, if I'm not mistaken. It was this brown cheetah print. And when I say cheetah, I mean like actual cheetahs, not their polka dotted print, but like actual cheetah cats all over the dress. And it was this wrap dress in a size 2. I had picked this up at a Plato's Closet a few months ago at this point. I thought it was really cute and it did get a ton of likes and stuff. It finally sold after 179 days of being listed for $25. I did have it listed at $30, but I dropped the price to $25 because of my closet clear out method. I had $4 into the dress. So after, my cost of goods and Poshmark fees, I made a profit on that dress of $16. The next thing to sell, I was pretty surprised by how quick this sold. It was this New with Tags Uniqlo striped room shoes, or slippers, slide-on slippers in a size extra large. They sold in 13 days for $10 using my closet clear out method. I think that they retailed for $15 or $18 or something like that. Someone at my church gave these to me for free, and so I just went ahead and listed them for $12. When someone liked it, I used my closet clear out method on them to ask if I dropped the item to $10 if they'd be interested, since Poshmark would also give them discounted shipping. They said yes, so I made a profit, a pure profit on those slippers of $7.05. You guys know I love big sales where I make, a profit of $40, $50, $100, right? We all love those kinds of sales. But I love little sales like this too, because $7 here and there over and over and over again, they all add up. So for me, I'm willing to do it because I get a lot of that kind of stuff for free or for, super low cost. And if you make enough of those sales, they add up to something pretty impressive. So you'll see some, $7 profits and you'll see some $100 profits, which is super exciting too. The next thing to sell was this belt from Chico's. It was made of a brown vegan leather and it had this really cool silver buckle. It was was in a size small medium, and I had picked it up for less than $1 at that local consignment store. This I had listed for a while, and then I went ahead and relisted it, and I love relisting using the Seller Insight app because they make it so fast and so easy. Literally the next day, this sold for $20 using my closet clear out method. I had it listed for $25, dropped it to $20, and I had a profit on that belt of $15.20. And I do love selling accessories like belts and whatnot because they're so small, they don't take up a lot of space, they're really easy to photograph, and whenever I can get my hands on some decent ones, I do. The next thing to sell was this Ralph Lauren Sport striped seersucker mini skirt in a size 2. This took 46 days to sell. It did also come from that consignment store for under $1, and it sold for $15. That was the offer that someone sent to me, and so my profit on that skirt was $11.20, just like the perfect skirt for summer. The next sale I had was this Nike Manchester United full zip track jacket in a size small. This I got in a men's ThredUp Rescue box a few months ago. It took 90 days to sell, and it sold for $40 using my closet clear out method. I had it listed for $75, and I think that I sent my closet clear out message to someone saying, hey, I can drop the price of this to $60. And if I do that, Poshmark will actually pay for a portion of your shipping. And it's more than like the $2.46 or something that they will cover if items are under $50. But actually, if you lower the price of something to $50 to $100, I believe that Poshmark will pay for like $3.46 of shipping. So anyway, I asked him that, and he came back and said, if you can do $40, I will take the deal. And I was like, okay, let's just do it. Because, it's been 3 months. It kind of is going to take a special person to want this track jacket. So I was like, that's fine. So we decided on $40, and he did get discounted shipping. I had $3 into it. So I still made a $29 profit, which is great. I do enjoy picking up like these sports team specific pieces, just because even though you do have to wait for the right buyer, people who are really excited about their sports team, they are actively looking for ways to rep their team. And I knew that this was going to go to someone eventually. I just had to wait for the right person to come along. The next thing to sell was this Hannah Anderson blue short sleeve polo in a size 4T. This sold for $12, and I did get it at that local consignment store for under $1. So I made a profit of $8.25. There's another, kind of lower dollar profit, but we're happy about it because they all add up. And it was listed for 185 days on Poshmark. The next thing to sell, I was really excited about. It was this pair of Miss Me mid-rise embellished skinny jeans in a size 27. These sold for $35. I had them listed for $40, and I got them for under $1 at that consignment store. So I made a profit of $27.20 on them. The reason I was so excited about this was because I actually listed them not for sale because I was planning on sending these into eBliss. eBliss is a company who you send all of your inventory to, and they ship it out for you. It's basically like Amazon FBA for resellers, and I had these in the eBliss bag. I, had them in the box that I was getting ready to send to eBliss, and so I marked them as not for sale on Poshmark. Once eBliss, received the items, then I was going to change the status of this listing from not for sale to for sale. So I had it listed as not for sale. And literally, probably within an hour or two of me, listing it not for sale, somebody reached out and was like, not for sale? Like, I'm interested. And I was like, oh, I can I can sell these to you, because they were still in my possession. I hadn't sent the box out yet. And so we agreed on a price of $35. I did have to kind of like walk her through the closet clear out process, but she was really excited at the prospect of discounted shipping. We got it to work, and she got a new pair of jeans, and I got those jeans out the door in less than, it took like literally 2-3 hours from the time that I listed them, and not even really listed them, but like not for sale them. It took like 2 or 3 hours for them to sell. So that was awesome. And then I ended my Poshmark streak with a bundle sale of some cool pants. There is a guy who has been coming to my Poshmark closet and offering me like $25, $30 on New With Tags cool pants, and every time I'm like, no, I will take this much. And I counter every time, and every time he declines. So on this Friday in particular, he was feeling extra just desperate about snagging a pair of cool pants from me, and he just kept sending offer after offer of, different prices on a couple different pants, and every time I just countered with my lowest. And finally, he put 2 in a bundle and offered me $90. And I was like, fine, I can work with $90 for the two, because that means about $45 for each pair of pants. So the first one was this pair of New With Tags cool canvas blue jean tapered pants in a size 42. I had about $12.80 into those. And then the next pair of pants that he got from me was this pair of New With Tags cool renegade tapered pants in a size 42 by 24. And again, I had $12.80 into those. So after Poshmark fees and my cost of goods, I still came out with a $44.90 profit. So again, you know, a little less than what I would like to be making on my New With Tags cool pants, but this guy had worked really hard all day to wear me down. And I mean, $45, I think if he had offered that regardless, I probably would have accepted. And then I had one more sale on Mercari, another cool sale. It was this pair of New With Tags cool Spire shorts for women in a size 22W. They sold for $40. I had $9.99 into those. And so I made $24.55 of profit after fees and cost of goods. Y'all, I love me some cool. I think it was Macy from Blue Consignment. She left a comment a few weeks ago and she's like, can you imagine if you had not picked up all those cool pants? No, Macy, I cannot. That would be a sad life. Moving on to Saturday, I was still, you know, receiving blessings from the Poshmark gods. The first thing to sell was this Ralph Lauren pink hooded one-piece bunting in a size 9 months. I don't know why this sort of thing is selling in the middle of like a heat wave in the summer, but I will take it. I will take it. It sold for $40, which was my full asking price. And so I made a profit of $32 because that is something that actually my daughter used when she was a baby. I had that thing listed for 193 days, so that was not a quick flip by any means, but still thankful to get it out of the house. The next thing to sell was this Theory dress. It was the Luvira style, Luvira Red Bay. There's a lot to this dress. It was blue and it was made of 100% linen. It had a raw hem and it had like a dropped waist. It was perfect for the office. I picked this up from an Instagram friend. She was liquidating her closet. She kind of let me have first dibs on picking stuff from her closet before she, you know, decided to stop selling on Poshmark. And I picked up about 10 items from her for around $25 each when all was said and done, you know, when you factor in shipping and all that good stuff. I tried to pick things that I just knew I wouldn't really come by very easily myself. And I probably didn't need to pick up this Theory dress. I personally do enjoy selling Theory, and I got it because it was 100% linen. It just didn't get a lot of interest. And I think the dropped waist look, it's definitely not like super trendy right now. It's a little dated and it sold for $36. That was actually a result of closet clear out from the day before. The person just didn't buy it in time. And so I reached out to her on Saturday and was like, are you still interested in this dress for $36? And she ended up sending me an offer and we made it work. So, you know, I had $25 into it. My profit was $3.80. However, I honestly probably lost money on this because this is one of the dresses that I sent into eBliss. There is a fee, obviously, for them to store my stuff and to ship it out. So once all is said and done, I probably ended up losing a couple dollars on that one. That happens to me pretty rarely just because I'm not a huge risk taker when it comes to, you know, my inventory. I rarely pay up for things and I rarely buy things without, you know, knowing that I'm gonna make a profit on them. This one, I hope that it was gonna turn out differently, but you know, it is what it is. The next sale I was super excited about, it was this pair of Good American, good waist, high-rise skinny jeans in a size 24. These sold for $60. I had $11.94 into them because I had sourced them from Plato's earlier that day, and I had a bunch of coupons and stuff. So I had purchased 8 things to resell. I had like $20 off in coupons, and so it came down to $11.94 a piece. I got some great denim. I will link that video here in one of the spots. I don't know if you want to see what other denim pieces I picked up. So I made a profit after all was said and done of $36.06. And the amazing thing is that those jeans sold within 5 or 6 hours of me listing them. First time finding Good American. I was so excited because I know that they're a hot brand right now, and I will definitely be on the lookout for them more in the future. All right, so finally that brings us to Sunday. It was a decent sales day. I had sales on a few different platforms. Over on Poshmark, I had a wonderful sale. I was so excited about this one. It was this new with tags Barney's blue sheep leather moto zip jacket in a size 14. I found it at a pop-up consignment store. They typically have it twice a year, but obviously they didn't do it for like the last 2 or 3 sales because of COVID. And so I was really excited to go back the last time that they had it. I will link that haul in, I forgot which corner, but I got some really good stuff. I spent like $450. This one I specifically remember paying up for. I either paid $25 or $50 for it. I want to say I paid $50 for it, but my average cost of goods for that trip was only $8.20. Probably I paid $25. I did kind of look up comps and I saw that they were around like $125, $150, $175. So I went ahead and listed this pretty high at $175. I saw that someone had liked it, you know, earlier that day, and it was Sunday, so it was a closet clear out day on Poshmark. I reached out and I said that I would be willing to drop the price from $175 to $150. And because the price that I was dropping it to was still over $100, if you drop the price on a closet clear out day, Poshmark will actually offer the buyer free shipping. And so I said, you know, if I drop the price of this to $150 and you get free shipping from Poshmark, would you be interested in purchasing this item? The person said yes. I dropped the price and they bought it. And I did like a silly little dance in my kitchen because I was so excited that the sale went through. It was only listed for 19 days. And a lot of times when I buy stuff like this, when, you know, it's priced a little bit higher, I just assume that I'm going to sit on it for some time until the right buyer comes along. But in this instance, the buyer came along 19 days later and I could not be more ecstatic. So I made a profit on that jacket when all was said and done of $111.80. Obviously, if I could just make these kinds of sales all day, I would, but I don't find many pieces like this. I find, you know, things like, what did I make $8 on? Like that Hannah Anderson polo shirt, and I get, you know, things for free from friends, like that pair of Uniqlo slippers, right? Like that's the kind of stuff that I have easy access to, but every once in a while I score when I'm outsourcing. I do pay up a little bit and it pays off handsomely. And that's really what saved me this past week, because without that, this would have not been a very impressive week. Not that it was super impressive to begin with, but it was close to me meeting my goal. Anyway, I did have another Poshmark sale. It was this Boston Red Sox ringer t-shirt by the brand 47 brand. It was in a size small, and that one I had listed for 18, used my closet clear out method to drop the item to $10. The person accepted, so I made $7.05, and that took 154 days to sell after being relisted. I got that for free from a friend. That's another $7 sale, and I'll take it, and I'll be really thankful for it, because even though it's not $111.80 of profit, it's still profit. The next thing to sell was over on eBay. It was this dress by the brand Lola by AFG. I've never really heard of it. I just picked it up because it felt like, you know, like an Athleta type dress. It's like an activewear dress. It was sleeveless. It had a really cute print. It was in a size extra small. I have had it listed for a good amount of time, like I want to say a year or something. But it did finally sell for $16 with free shipping. It was promoted at 1%. I did get it at that local consignment store for under $1. So I made a profit of $8.91 when all was said and done. So that's what I mean. You know, I started off the week strong when it came to eBay on Monday and Tuesday, and then I had a 4-day just lull from eBay, like nothing from eBay for 4 days, and I finally made that one sale. And then over on Mercari, I sold this pair of Nike Golf Bermuda shorts in a size medium for women. They sold for $17. That's what the price had dropped to at that point. I use smart pricing on Mercari, which means that you can tell Mercari when you list an item, hey, I'm comfortable with this being the floor price of, you know, this listing. And what they'll do is every day they will lower the price of your item a little bit until it hits that floor price. And so, you know, the price had dropped to $17. I probably said that I'd be comfortable with going as low as $15 on that. So it had dropped to $17 and someone just bought it outright. I had 80 cents into it, and so my profit on those shorts was $13.71. Finally, I ended the week with a Shopify sale, and this went out to either a viewer or an Instagram follower named Holly. Holly, if you're watching, thank you so much. This was one of the jeans that I featured in that denim video from Plato's Closet, and it was this pair of Everlane high-rise ankle jeans in a size 29. Again, that day I had an average cost of goods on the 8 items I had picked up to resell of $11.94. They sold for $40 on Shopify. I do free shipping on my Shopify, so if you're ever in the mood to shop and you don't want to pay for shipping, come check out my Shopify. I got a ton of great stuff on there for really low prices. And like I said, free shipping. So I paid for shipping, and after shipping and cost of goods, my profit came out to $18.60 on those jeans, which I was really thankful about because, you know, those sold within a day. I love picking up Everlane jeans. I don't find them very often. And in fact, I think this was the very first pair of women's Everlane jeans that I've ever sold. But Everlane, in my opinion, is such a great brand. It's a sustainable brand. I just love everything about Everlane. I think that they're wonderful. And I have a few pairs of their jeans that I personally love wearing as well. I did also sell another pair of jeans from that haul. It was a pair of frame jeans, but I sold it to my sister-in-law and I just sold it to her at cost. So, you know, technically I've sold through 3 of those 8 jeans that I picked up at Plato's, but I didn't include those pair of jeans in this what sold because I didn't actually end up making any money on those since, like I said, I sold them to her at cost. So let's talk about my numbers for the week. On Poshmark, I sold 16 pieces, and that was for a gross sales amount of $578. However, once you factor in Poshmark's 20% fees, and I don't think I had any shipping discount, so basically just the 20% fees, I made $457.95. My cost of goods on those 16 items was $87.74. So when all was said and done, the actual amount of profit that I made off of Poshmark last week was $370.21. So almost 1/3 of my profit from Poshmark came from that one Barney's leather moto jacket. It just goes to show how one great sale can really help you make your week. And then on eBay, it was a rough week. I only had 6 sales, and that was for a gross sales amount of $217.96. Once you factor in shipping and eBay's fees and promoted fees and all of that, my total dropped to $189.17. My cost of goods on those 6 items was only $18.19. And so the amount of profit that I made that made its way into my bank account was $170.98. On Mercari, I only had 2 sales. It was a really slow Mercari week for me. And that was for a total of $57 as my gross sales. Once you factor in Mercari's fees, they have like a weird, it's like 10% plus they do like, I don't know, like 35 cents, or I don't remember how it works, but there's another little fee attached to that. And so my total dropped to $49.05. My cost of goods for those 2 items was $10.79. And so I made a total of $38.28 on Mercari as my profit. On Facebook Marketplace, I only had 1 sale. It was for $12, and $12 was the profit that I made as well. I didn't have any cost of goods into that item or anything, just $12 earned from Facebook Marketplace. On ThredUp, I had 1 sale. I don't remember how much, ThredUp ended up getting for that sale, but my cost of goods was $5 and my payout was $27. Once you factor in, my cost of goods, my actual profit from that item was $22. And then I had 1 Shopify sale. My gross sales was $40. After fees, which are extremely minimal, it was $38.94. My cost of goods on that pair of jeans was $11.94. And so my actual profit from Shopify was $18.60. So in total, I sold 27 items for a gross sales amount of $904.96. Once you factor in fees and shipping, that total drops to $735.11. My cost of goods for those 27 items was $133.66. And so I made a net profit of $601.45. That was pretty close to my goal. My goal is to make $650 a week, but $601, that's really close, especially considering the fact that for 2 of those days I was on vacation. Like I said, I am going to New York for like 4 days, and this time around I want to do a better job of preparing so that I don't hit such a lull in my sales the same way I did when I went to the Smoky Mountains. I will, like I said, have a video about that, I think actually coming out tomorrow. So if you want to see how I prep for vacation, look out for that video. And I think that's it for this video. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video at all, please hit that like button on your way out. And thanks so much for hanging out with me. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.